YouTube was good, man. Welcome to another story time, man. Welcome to the channel, man. We about to hop straight into the story, bruh. This is how I got rejected at work today, man. Today, bruh. And it was some bullshit, bro, because I work at a prison, right? And obviously, to work at a prison, you got to go through some type of training. And when you going through training, they take you to the different prisons, and we call them OJTs, on the job training. All right. So I'm still a trainee, which means I haven't been to the academy to do OJT. But, you know, OJTs, they travel through different prisons when they're in the academy. But, you know, I'm new on the scene. I haven't been to the academy yet. I go in about 2 more months. So today I'm just working at my actual prison, you know what I'm saying? Just being trained up by my training officer. And the OJTs walk in, right? You know what I'm saying? The on-the-job trainers from the academy, they walked in. It was 3 girls. It was 2 plate cleaners, and it was just one other girl, bro. And the other girl, you know what I'm saying? She nice and she looked good. She not hit because, you know, most security guards, most officers, female ones are chopped cheese, terrible looking. And I can say that because this is my fucking shit. But nah, most female correctional officers chop cheese, bro. But this one girl, she wasn't chopped cheese. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say she was a 10 out of 10, but she was a solid 6.8. You know what I'm saying? It was worth a shot. You know what I'm saying? It was worth a shot. Maybe a 7 on a good day. But you gotta realize most of these officers, they look completely different outside of work. So you can't really judge them too hard on the appearance, especially if they okay looking. They not ugly, bro, because they could look like a completely different person outside of work. Facts. But anyways, man, the OJTs, they had walked in the door, right? And like I said, it was 2 plate cleaners, and it was that one girl. And that one girl, you know what I'm saying? You know how you could just feel the atmosphere when you see some fine shit walk in or some shit you kind of like, damn, I'm trying to fuck with that. Or, you know what I'm saying, she's looking at you and you trying not to look at her. It was that shit going on, right? So I'm just, you know what I'm saying, playing it cool. I ain't speak to her at all, blah, blah, blah. I act like I don't see her. So eventually she walks up to the desk I was leaning on, because I was leaning on the desk like this. I had my arms on top and I was leaning over. And now, whoa, pause. Pause. I was leaning on the desk, bro. And she had walked over. And I noticed she had a hand tattoo. And I genuinely was like, it was like a little skull looking joint. And I was like, damn, I fuck with that shit. It was like a little skull joint. I was like, damn, I fuck with that tattoo. And she was like, oh, thank you, da da da. Now we in a conversation, you know what I'm saying? Now we chopping it up. You feel me? Now we getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Good conversation. And, you know, I'm talking to her. She talking to me. I'm looking in her eyes. And she looking me in my eyes. She over there smiling and shit. Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I'm finna get her number by the time I leave this motherfucking door. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to shoot my shot when I leave this door. Before I leave this door, I'm going to shoot my shot. So, you know what I'm saying? The day goes on. I leave the door and go handle some business right quick. And I'm low-key in a rush to get back to the dorm because I'm like, bro, I got to shoot my shot. If she says no, it doesn't matter. I got to shoot my motherfucking shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going home. I'm not closing my eyes. I'm not going to sleep without realizing that I didn't take a shot and I was being a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I got to at least try. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm handling my work and I'm trying to get back to the dorm, bro, so I can shoot my shot with this girl. And I had told my boss, because this little situation happened before I had left to go handle my business. We was still in the dorm. I was telling my coworker, yeah, I still do HVAC and shit, and she was sitting in the corner. And I had got my officers, my training officer, I got her number so she can take me, so she can call me or hit me up whenever she needs some maintenance done to her HVAC unit, because I do HVAC on the side. So I tried to sneak the number in, right? Because as she was jotting the number down, I was like, oh, because she was in on the conversation. She just wasn't commenting. She was just right next to it to hear everything. But I leaned over to the girl. I was like, hey, you want to take our number down too? She said no. I was like, fuck, bro. I should have stopped right there, bro. I was like, damn, bro. Because I tried to get her number right. I tried to sleek it. I tried to slide it under the table, but the shit didn't work. You know what I'm saying? I tried to get her number. I was like, I gave my training officer, like, oh, what's your number? 757, blah, 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 right? Then I went over to the girl. I glanced over because she was like right there, bro. And I was like, so you want to take my number down so I can fix your HVAC unit? She was like, nah. I was like, fuck. So close. But then after that, bro, I should have known, bro. This shit was a failed mission. I should have known. But I still had hope for some reason. So then I finally left to go handle my business. And I'm handling my business. And I'm trying to get back to the dorm. And next thing you know, I tell my training officer, like, hey, I wish he had gave me that number when you was writing my number down. And we just started laughing at the situation because I had told her, I was like, bro, I was trying to get that shit on the low. And she was like, nah, Floyd, just do it this way. And she was trying to give me game. You know how females be trying to help me out. And I was like, yeah. So now my training officer is in on the jig. Like I done put myself out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? I came back to the dorm. I was like, man, I wish he would have gave me that number when you was taking my number down, bro. I wish he would have just been like, yeah, let me take your number down. But that's not how it went, bro. That's not how it went. So now my training officer is in on it. She knows I want her number now, bro. She knows I want the OJT's number, bro. And it's count time, bro. It's finally count time. And my training officer set me up for the win, but she set me up for an L at the same fucking time, bro. So it was like, remember, it was 3 OJTs training that day. And they went and did one paper. And she was like, Flood, you're going to go with that one girl. Trying to help me out. But I'm like, damn, bro. She just sent me on a whole mission with this girl. I'm like, fuck, bro. And I was just like, fuck, bro. I was like, bro, why did she just do that? She knew what she was doing, but I mean, I was thankful, but at the same time, fuck. You know what I'm saying? So we going around doing our count. I try to spark up a conversation where I was like, oh, so do you live in Columbia? And here she goes. She's smiling again. She in my face. Oh, let me finish count right quick. I was like, shit. She not fucking with me, bro. I should have left that girl. She gave me signs, bro. She gave me signs. She wasn't fucking with me. I was like, no. I still have a chance until I completely shoot my shot and she actually says no. I still have a chance. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to give up just because she said I'm going to finish count. Because I'm trying to talk to her as she's counting, but it's hard to have a conversation while you're counting inmates. You know what I'm saying? So we do the count. And you know the inmates just saying anything out the flat, bro. Like, damn, bro, you trying to kill with her? Blah, blah, blah. I work in a prison, bro. They don't got shit else to do but talk out the flat, bro. That's all they have. That's all they have to do, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Remember, this girl is fine, and I work in an all male prison, so they trying to spit game to her, and they trying to say, bro, Flood, why you not messing with her, and this, that, and the third. But I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Y'all about to fuck. They fucking my play up. The inmates was fucking my play up, bro. I'm going to try. Shit. Just let me work my magic, bro. They was fucking my play up by saying, damn, Flood, you want that shit, huh? You on top of her, huh? And I knew that shit was finna happen once my training officer had tagged me with that girl. I knew that shit was gonna happen. These are inmates, bro. They talk shit behind the door, bro. They talk shit behind the door. I knew this shit was gonna happen, bro. Now I'm in a tough situation because everybody's saying some shit like, oh, he's walking with the OJT. He walking with the OJT. I'm just like, bro, y'all fucking my play up, bro. But anyways, bro, we finally finished count and it's time to go, bro. And I'm like, bro, if I don't shoot my shot, it's over. It's over with. I won't get another chance. Because remember, OJTs are at the academy, which means they're from different prisons, like from around South Carolina. I don't know why I just did that. But they're from different prisons around South Carolina at the academy training as the OJT. So she's not even working at my prison, bro. She works at a whole different prison, bro. A whole different prison. And I'm like, fuck, bro. If I don't ask now, I'll never see this girl again. So I had to man up, bro. I had to man up. So I worked my way around the little desk I was leaning on. I worked my way around, and I asked her. I was like, so I asked her the same question. I was like, so do you live in Columbia? And here she go. As soon as I asked the question, she want to smile and shit. Like, nigga, why is you smiling? Why do you want me? Why are you smiling? So immediately, bro, she started smiling. She was like, this is her exact words. Why you want to know? Why you want to know where I stay at? Girl, you know why I want to know. You know why I want to know where you stay at. Let's stop the dumb shit. But my response was, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take you out. Maybe we can go out. I'm trying to take you out. She was like, I can't do the number. And I was like, no, she didn't just curve me, nigga. No, she didn't just curve me. And then I was like, I respect it. And I had to play it cool for about 5 minutes. Then we left. See, now what if I would have asked that girl for her number and we had 3 hours left? No, that shit would have been ass. That shift would have been terrible. You know what I'm saying? That's why I waited to the end to ask. So that way I can never see her again just in case she say no. And she said no, bro. But that is the story time on how I got rejected, bro. Today. That shit was ass, bro. Fuck. I swear I had it in the bag, bro. I swear I had it in the bag. Swear it did. But anyways, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Merch on the way. 100 answers to the stock market on the way. Ebook. Workout cars on the way, bro. Y'all stay tuned with me. Rock with me. I'm going to see you on the next one, man. I'm out.